Hi, everybody. It's Michelle Smith. Many of you know me from the Culture Soup podcast. So some of you know me as the 30-Minute Mentor. The rest of you know me as simply Michelle Smith. Today's an exciting day for me because it is the first official day of my private professional practice as an executive and business coach. I am thrilled to be able to offer my services to many of you out there. And you probably should know my why. Well, I have been a professional for more than 26 years. I know many of you have looked at me and said, oh, gee, she's a millennial. Well, you know what? Keep thinking that. I have spent more than half of that time at the officer level at global agencies, my own agency, whether it's a VP level, senior vice president, or CEO. And I've also spent much of that time advising the C-suite. So I understand what the C-suite is looking for and what they need. I also spent the last 6 years at a Fortune 10. And throughout that time, I've had to make choices. Now, I talk a lot, I write a lot, I speak a lot on being authentic. And the first tenet of being authentic is knowing yourself and knowing your story. When I did that hard work, I was able to see that there were instances where it might have looked like it was a result of just prayer, or in some cases, it was luck that someone picked up the phone and called me. But in all honesty, it had everything to do with the foundation that I laid myself. Whether it was strong relationships, whether it was performance excellence, whether it was simply knowing how to articulate a problem and find a solution. These things didn't just happen. I want to share with you what I've learned over the last 26 years on how to create the choices that will allow you to unleash your best self and reach your goals. I spent the last several days in Atlanta, Georgia with the CAP Institute, founded by 12-time author, speaker, and life coach Valerie Burton. In that training, I not only learned tenets of positive psychology, but I also was able to take training to call myself a professional executive and business coach. Now, I understand you can't swing a hashtag without hitting a coach online. And that's just the issue. Anybody can call themselves a coach. Well, true to my brand and true to my reputation, I am making sure that I am credentialed for you. Although I have the experience to share with you what I know as a leader. The other part of my why is this. I've been troubled over the last couple of years learning of the studies that finally articulate the issues that women of color, women, and other underrepresented groups have in corporate America. I have mentors and sponsors who have navigated this. I have navigated this, but this is the first time that there's been data to back it. We've been called outsiders. Some of us have been called double outsiders. And in the year 2019, it really is sad that we still are up against an institutional type exclusion. That means that when I bring myself into a room, there are those, no matter the color, that assume that I don't deserve a seat at the table, that I cannot lift my hands and speak up, that I can't have the same emotions as many of my counterparts, that I cannot be assertive. Well, there are ways to work around these misperceptions, these unconscious biases, these unfair accusations. You could go down the list. There are ways to mitigate this and still see success, but the mindset has to be different. Otherwise, you're just in golden handcuffs. Gary Vaynerchuk uses that term, and I just love it. Golden handcuffs. If you find yourself in a position where you're well paid, but still feeling trapped, that you can't bring all of you to work, you need a mindset, an innovative mindset that is creative, that knows that you have sources of income and skills that would allow you to make choices like I did about 30 days ago. Yeah, I chose to leave a Fortune 10 after a surplus notice and after many leaders tried to share ways for me to stay. But I made a choice to leave. But it was awesome because I had a choice to stay. That's what we're trying to influence people of color, people in underrepresented groups, anybody to understand. No one company should hold your destiny and your choices. Look at the stats. Companies out there are only looking to keep workers between 3 and 5 years. So what does that mean? You need to be prepared to make your own choice before someone makes it for you. I hope that you'll trust me with your time and with your goals. Let's get together and let's smash your goals. Everything's confidential, and I'll be in your corner. If you want to learn more, go to lmichellesmith.com/coaching. See you online.